Hello, I am D&D Time Jeremy, aka Trust of Flumph. I am a Twitch streamer. I stream Dungeons and Dragons every Friday and Sunday and Wednesday, and probably various other times throughout the week. I'm sure my schedule will change throughout now and eternity. So, yeah, I stream on Twitch TV, and like I said, I stream Dungeons and Dragons, which means we have lots of players that hop in and out. Our stream is, my stream is called Pete and Jeremy's D&D Time. Myself and my friend Pete are the two dungeon masters, and our shows star our audience. So we have lots of players swapping in and out. As a result, one of the things we really want to do with our stream is to make sure that our viewers can follow who's speaking. And that can be helpful if you have a very consistent cast, or in our case, if you have a very varied cast, with the assistance of now speaking lights. Basically, light ups that happen visually on your content when one of your players, or whatever context you're playing in, your streaming is speaking. There is a simple way to do this. It's actually pretty straightforward. It uses Discord. If you don't know what Discord is, you should Google it. It is a chat client for voice over IP communications. Very, very effective. I've found it to be much better than Skype, especially for people with bad or low quality internet. And it uses OBS, Open Broadcaster Software. It is completely free. It is an alternative to XSplit. If you use XSplit, this tutorial may still be helpful to you. But I actually am not sure, as I'm not really certain how XSplit works. But anywho, like I said, I stream Dungeons and Dragons. You can see an ad down here for my weekly shows. Check them out on Twitch TV/D&D Time. We're always looking to have new people, and yeah. So I guess without further ado, let's jump right in. I'm going to walk you through the basics on how to set up now speaking lights. So by the end of this little tutorial, I don't know if this is really a tutorial, but I'm going to show you how to do it. I guess it's a tutorial then. By the end of this tutorial, you're going to see this lich here. His little eyes and his mouth are going to glow when I speak. And what's great about this is you can set it up to use any different colors. You can set it up to be in any kind of shape and size. It's very convenient. What I cannot show you how to do is how to edit images, how to make your own overlays. That's not what this tutorial is about. This tutorial is going to assume that you have a base understanding on how to edit your images, for how to make transparencies, for example, how to cut things into the sizes that you want them to, and stuff like that. What this is going to show you is how to get the output from Discord, the lights, to show up easily without any real difficulty on your stream. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. The very first thing you need to do is you need to download the Discord desktop client if you have not already done so. It is freely available. I highly recommend against using the web client for streaming, just because you will get much better audio quality and consistency and connectivity out of the desktop client. Additionally, you can't get the light up effect, to my knowledge, using the web client, so you probably want to use that desktop. The second thing that you're going to need is OBS, which you can see I've set up right here. Everything's all there. It just kind of shrinks down forever. And I've set up a bunch of different stuff in here, a bunch of text sources and in my example scene. But all you really need is your setup, whatever it might be. So, third, you need this handy dandy website. It is called Discord Stream Kit. You can just Google Discord Stream Kit. This will show up every time. It is made by the developers of Discord. It is a connectivity asset they have made freely available for streamers, so use it. It's great. You're going to want to hit install for OBS. You're going to want to go to voice widget, and you're going to pick your channel. In my case, I want this Dungeons and Dragons channel. You're going to pick which voice channel you want. In this case, I'm going to pick the main room, which is exactly what I want. And then you're going to check some boxes. So, small avatars, you don't want to check. Hide names, you do want to check. That is just so that if you have someone come in with a very, very long name, there's no chance of that disrupting or changing the positioning of the avatars, because that's what we're going to be doing. In this tutorial, we're going to be taking, you see while I'm speaking, my little skeleton guy is lighting up. We are going to be clipping a tiny little green pixel there, and then just stretching it, so that that one pixel can be as large or small as we want. Then we're going to mask it however we want. You can ignore all of the text settings, and we want to just change background color down to 0. And that's really about it. You may want to change the text size to 0. I don't really know if that matters. I don't think it does because we're hiding names, but just in case. And then we have our little link here. It recommends that we do 312 pixels by 600 pixels. We're going to do something similar. So we're going to minimize that now, and we're back here. At this point, we are going to add a new source with the plus button. Click on browser. We're going to add a browser source. We're going to call this light capture. Hit OK. We're going to paste in our area here. Again, 312 pixels width. And then for height, I'm actually going to go well above 600. I'm going to go 10,000 or 1,000. Oh, I can only do 1,000. Well, let's go with 9999. No, I can't do that either. What the? 1080. 900 won't work. 800. 4,000. 4,000. Cool. Just a big number. The reason we're doing this is because we want to make sure that nothing gets lost. Even if you have 100 people jump into your voice channel, that nothing goes wrong here. Nothing really gets altered. So having it be huge is fine. We're going to hit OK. And then you're seeing my little guy up in the corner there. And obviously this goes way off screen because it's 4,000 pixels. So we now have our little friend. I'm not going to stick him in my face. It's an alpha spot. But I'll stick him up here in the corner of my webcam. And we've got him there. Next, what we're going to do is, and this is going to be the first person in your Discord channel. There are a couple really easy ways to guarantee the order of the people that are in your channel. Easy is to just have them append a number to their name. If you and 8 people are in your channel, have them put numbers based on what order you want them to be. If you want someone to individual, say Bob, right, to show up first on this kind of OBS setup, have him put 1_Bob in front of his name. And then whoever you want to have show up second, have 2_ Robert or whatever for their usernames. So anyway, next we're going to cut that little pixel. So we're going to go into here. We're going to hit, actually we probably want to use, well, you release edit, no, we don't want to use edit transform, sorry. No, edit transform is fine, okay. I'm faking myself out here. So the first thing we want to do, bottom is 4,000 right off the bat, and you see that will get rid of everything. So what we want is 3,900, cool. And right, we can just kind of ignore for right now. Left, we can ignore for right now. And top, we can ignore for right now. At this point, now we're going to want to start bringing this in. So we're going to start bringing this value up. And at this point, I'll just keep holding up for a while. And then I'm going to click on the corner up there and increase the size. So you can see when I speak, the green light is actually a couple pixels big. And you can see that it's much thicker on the top than it is on this bottom. So we're going to want to try and clip one of those top pixels. We'll start cutting it from the top. And again, we're just bringing it in. And you really want to get probably one of these middle pixels. So right there, maybe one higher, yeah. And we'll start bringing it up here. And and I slowly reappear from the darkness. And there we go. Now we can see we've just a 1 pixel little slider. We'll start bringing it in from the left, and we'll do this until we are right smack dab in the middle. And you can see where we're, oh, whoopsies, there we go. You can see where we're smack dab in the middle. And moving over the black so it becomes a little clearer. And as I'm talking, you can see it goes from the little gradient area to we're right dab in the middle here. At which point we will start to bring it in from the left with about 300 pixels, and then you're going to want to do this, or so you can see I brought it in a little too much, I think. I'm going to extend this just a little bit so that I'm not just cutting everything away. I want to bring it down to a single pixel. And then I will hit close. And now I can just click on that and stretch it. And when I speak, I have a big green light. And I can make this however size I want. If you want to apply an image mask to determine what the image that shows up here, or what shape this color comes up in, then instead of using transform, you're going to want to use filter. And then what you're going to do is you're going to repeat this for however many people you want the light up to show for on the screen. So if you know your show is going to have 4 people in your Discord channel that their voices are going to show up, you're going to want to just do this 4 times. And just, again, just crop everything using the transform tool down to that one little pixel. And then you can do whatever you want with this. So in this case, I'll leave it right up there for now. I will go to my example.png, this little lich, Wizards of the Coast. This image is from Wizards of the Coast, Dungeons and Dragons. It is the lich from the cover of their monster manual. I have put googly eyes on it, however, and I've made a few other changes. So I went in and I cut out the holes in the googly eyes. So as you move around, and I cut out the hole in his mouth. So you can see, like, the hole in his mouth, my eye looking through, which is spooky. And you can see all sorts of other stuff as I move it around. Like I said, I'm not going to teach you how to do that. I assume a basic understanding of Photoshop or GIMP or Paint.net or some comparable software. It's pretty easy to figure out how to do that. So that you're going to have to figure out yourself if you are not currently aware. So right now I have my light capture and I have my little guy down there. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this down, and you see it's higher on the order than the lich, which is fine. I'm going to make it bigger than I need to here, and then I'm just going to move it to below example.png. And then when I speak, the lich's face glows green. And maybe this isn't the prettiest example, so maybe we don't want it to be green. In which case I'd just go to filter. I would hit the plus sign, and I would do a color correction. At which point, rather than green, maybe I select red. And now it is a very weird red. So I want it to be a little brighter. There we go. And at this point, I can begin to just fiddle with it. And yes, my evil lich, when Trust a Flump speaks, the dead are raised. But yeah, it's really just that simple. It's a very easy setup once you know what you're doing. As long as you don't have webcams. If you're trying to sync webcam visuals with Discord audio, that's its entire own struggle, which I don't even know. I am not good enough yet to give a good tutorial on how to do that appropriately. I'm sure those exist online, however. So feel free to check there if you want to know how to sync up Discord and webcam video better. But yeah, in terms of the light up speech, that is all there is to it. It's really just that simple. So thanks for watching. I know that was a really quick one, but I guess I say a really quick one. This is the first one and only one I've ever done. And it might be the only one I ever do. But I hope that was helpful to you. If you have any questions, or if you're interested in my show, Pete and Jeremy's D&D Time, jump on our Discord server and our website. Our website is www.dndtime.stream. You can find all sorts of cool new information about our show there. You can learn how to join and play along yourself, and how to just join in with the community and have some fun. So thanks a lot for watching, and have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.